When you don't feel good about yourself, life is sluggish. Your mind is sluggish. Your outlook on things is bleak. When don't I feel good about myself? If I go more than 3 days without going to the gym, I don't feel good about myself. It's been 2 days since I worked out. I went today after work. I usually try to go in the morning, but when I went after work, it was crowded. And when you're a nomad, what you're going to realize is you are in the public more than ever. You're in public things such as the gym, Starbucks, etc., and you're using shared facilities. So when you're using shared facilities, they're not your own. So you can't tell the psychopath who's been on the workout bench for an hour just diddly diddling. You can't tell him, like, come on, man, finish up. He's in his own world. Now, you can tell him, look, can I work with you? Can you do? I don't want to do that. I don't like to work with people. I like to be by myself. For me to feel good about myself, I need to be by myself. Why? Because I like to kind of like blow off my own steam. I like to think about my own thoughts and just be within my own presence. How do I feel good about myself? By being alone and working out on a regular basis. If I don't work out on a regular basis, and if I'm forced to be around others and commit to get-togethers or commit to outings, I don't feel good about myself. I'm not excited about life. You have to start to ask yourself about that. Why don't you feel good about yourself? I can guarantee you this. My mom says that at 71 years old, when she's in the house all day, and when she doesn't get out and she just rolls from one side of the bed to other just to heat up her DiGiorno pizza, she feels horrible mentally and physically. Look, I know some of you guys out there are psychopaths and you're trying to manipulate your therapist and you're applying for disability for 10 times and you got a handicap sticker and you're moonwalking into Starbucks. I just saw a guy like that. I don't judge you. But what I can tell you is, look, even if you're a psychopath, and I hope you do get disability, you got to move. You got to get up. You got to get out of the house. Why? Because you got to feel a little bit good about yourself. If not, then you definitely deserve disability. Am I mocking someone on disability? No, but I'm sharing my life, guys. I'm sharing how the mind works. When you don't use the body, the mind suffers. And then who talks bad about you? Not Inspirational Nomad, yourself. You feel bad about yourself. So I say one thing that triggers your own self-negativity, and then you try to project it back on me. Because again, there's no way you feel better about yourself when you deflect the blame of your life. Whose fault it is? Whose fault is it that I haven't been in the gym in 2 days? It's my own fault. Okay? It's not psychopath Sherry that's got a handicap sticker. It's not her fault. Even though I like to blame her for a couple things in this world. Guys, when you're out in the public, living full-time on the road, guys, you are going to deal with every type of person. And I was going into Publix. Publix is a supermarket here in Florida. And they have a liquor store in Publix. All the mentally psychopaths out there, don't get too excited that, yes, they do sell liquor in the supermarket here in Florida. For some people, guys, they need their medicine, and their medicine is alcohol. Even the Bible says, don't deprive some people of alcohol. He was talking to the king, I think King Solomon. He said, people need alcohol. Don't deprive them of it. And some of these psychopaths, you need to be medicated. You need your medicine. Your medicine is at the liquor store. I almost got run over by a Chrysler 300. His girlfriend was smoking a cigarette. He was whipping around the parking lot. I was trying to get in the Publix so I can get my protein bar. And he was trying to get to the liquor store. Why? He needed his medicine. Why? Because he didn't feel good about himself. You know, my father used to drink wine on a regular night, and he used to call himself an asshole. If you call yourself an asshole and you drink wine every night, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be around you. You have no idea about focusing on self-care. Self-care is not self-medication. If you need medication, if you need a handicap sticker, if you need whatever, use it. If you need disability, I'm the first one to approve it. I want UBI. I want UBI. But what I'm here to tell you is I have to reflect on that. What makes me feel bad about myself? What makes me feel good about myself? Well, again, one is I like to be by myself. Some examples I just told you that I see out in the real world, because a lot of you people, you're bunkered down in your house. You haven't been outdoors in years, okay? You go outside for a little bit to get your mail, you're right back inside. And you watch Nomad channels about people traveling the country because you can't believe they're doing it. And what I can tell you guys, the hard part about living this life is that you deal with a lot of different people. And because you're using shared facilities, you're in the public. You don't own a parking spot. Even a handicapped parking spot, you don't own it. You think you're the only psychopath with a handicap sticker? There's like 10 other people. And down here in Florida, there's a lot of people that need it, a lot of elderly people, etc. You think you're the only person that's going for a workout at 5:30 p.m.? Guys, don't go for a workout at 5:30 p.m. I got to go for a workout after this live feed. Why? Because I want to feel good about myself. I don't like working out this late at night because it's going to keep me up, but I'm going to work out, take a shower. Why? Because self-care's got to be a priority. You know, why don't I necessarily want a home base? Because if I have a home base, if I have other obligations, I can't focus more on self-care. But, you know, home base does provide some stability. Some people need that stability for self-care because they're dealing with psychopaths in the public all day and they have no place of refuge. They'll totally self-destruct. You don't feel good about yourself when you have a texting buddy and they don't respond to your text in a certain amount of time. You got to get rid of that whole game, guys, unless you're young. If you're like, you know, in your 20s, you're in a whole nother bracket. You're like vaping. I saw another psychopath on the road today vaping. What's vaping? It's like cigarettes without like the cigarette. It's cigarettes without the nicotine. It's just you're smoking stuff. But I can guarantee you, if you're vaping, you're a psychopath. You're a psychopath that's going to cut me off on your way to the liquor store because you need your medicine. I understand that. Guys, look, I'm not mad at you if you're watching this live feed now and you're vaping, you're drinking a beer, you had a long day, you haven't worked out in 5 days or 5 years. If that's how you get through life, I'm not mad at you. But traveling doesn't make me feel good about myself. What makes me feel good about myself is taking care of myself. Eating a certain amount of proper food, exercising, and being away from the majority of people in life. And having the flexibility within my schedule where, you know what, if I can't go to the gym right after work, because it's crazy at 5 to 8 p.m., then I'm going to wait till later on at night. Why? Because I'd rather work out by myself. And it's a shared facility. I don't own it. You don't own the parking lot. You don't own the gym. Guys, when you're in the public, you're in a shared facility. So the quicker you can accept that, the quicker you can avoid conflict. Because there's many opportunities, especially, again, when you live on the road or you spend a lot of time in public, you travel, whatever. There's a lot of opportunities for conflict, guys. In my mind, I wanted to tell a couple people off today. But I have no right to. Why? Because it's a public space. Now, I don't think these guys have a right to work out on one machine for hours. And they look like a disaster. I don't know what you think you're doing, but in their mind, they're Hulk Hogan. They're like they're like Homer Simpson. I remember Homer Simpson was like, he looked in the mirror, he had a big beer gut, but in his mind, he thought he had a six-pack. And I remember, even me, like, there was a season of my life where I was working out, and I started to forget that I have a wide ass. I'm very wide. I'm not the ultimate warrior, but in our mind, we think better than ourselves sometimes of what we are. But look, guys, I think a lot of time by yourself, I think some level of physical activity. Now, if you're older, like my mom, you may not be going to Planet Fitness, lifting heavy weights, but just going to the store, using the grocery cart as like almost like a walker, and go around the grocery store. And don't pick up DiGiorno pizza. But even if you pick up DiGiorno pizza, I guess it's better than sitting in your house. If you serial watch YouTube all day, I mean, how many stuff can you watch? YouTube's could be a disaster too. YouTube's better than regular TV. But YouTube could be a disaster. I mean, even me, like I was in Starbucks now before I go live, I was looking at different things. I was like, there's not much out there either. And one of the things that I really do like that didn't make me feel good about myself at the end of having my house was watching TV, watching regular TV. And YouTube has become somewhat commercialized where it's close to regular TV, but you still have a variety of things you can search. You don't feel good about yourself when you don't show up. You want to take off of work. Today is Monday as I make this. Probably a couple people decide to stay home and masturbate. And what you found out is you don't feel good about yourself now. Now you have to go into work tomorrow. You have to fake a cough. Or you got a real cough. You don't know if you're faking a cough or you got a real cough because you're eating DiGiorno pizza. You haven't worked out in 2 days. You're in psychopath mode. You're even thinking about vaping. So you don't know if you're sick or you're faking it. I know some people play that game. Some people play that game. They don't really know it. They've been faking it so long. Now they don't know if they really are sick or if they're faking it. They don't know. They got caught in a lie, guys. Don't live a lie. So what I could tell you is this. Love and respect to everyone not feeling good about themselves. Again, I don't belittle that because I feel that myself with different things. But this is a wake-up call to everyone, including myself, on what it takes to feel good about ourselves. And you're going to have to ask yourself that, and you're going to have to do some of these things. You have to show up, you have to work out. Self-care, it all goes back to self-care. It's a boring thing, but that's what it is, guys. Look, life's boring. Life sucks. That's why the Bible says let people drink alcohol, especially poor people, because life sucks. And if you don't believe me, look in the Bible. It says that. I paraphrased it, but that's what it says. Basically told Solomon, look, don't deprive the people of alcohol, especially a psychopath in a Chrysler 300 that almost ran me over today. Don't deprive him of alcohol, guys, because if you think life is bad now, wait till you see him off his meds. So what I could tell you is this. I'm going to go to all live comments, and then God willing, I'm going to get a good workout in. Why? Because I want to feel good about myself, guys. And after 2 Coronas, you may be tired, but to me, you don't feel good about yourself. You're going to wake up tomorrow, you're going to go to work, you're going to have a cough. You're going to have a cough, and you don't know if it's a real cough or a fake cough because your life has just been like that whole mirage. And again, I understand life sucks. Sometimes life is good, sometimes it sucks. That's the way it is, guys. You can't handle that? Go to another channel, it's going to lie to you, okay? I'm not going to lie to you guys, but I understand some people can't handle it. All right, I'll take a hydration break with all live comments. I appreciate if you guys like these videos, if they entertain you or they change your life. Hit that thumbs up button. Share the video. Leave a comment. Before I get totally tired of YouTube and shut my channel down. Backwoods, what's up, man? Number one, I appreciate that. Good to see you. How's your journey going, brother? What day are you on living full-time in your car? Let me tell you something, brother. Get ready to deal with the public more because now you are using shared facilities and shared resources. And now, what you have to realize is when you go into Planet Fitness, go at night, man. Go at night or early in the morning because in the middle of the day, Planet Fitness, total disaster. Patience is the key. Hey, patience. Hey, Sammy. Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Backwoods. What's up, Sammy? What's up? Ross. Good evening, Sam. Good evening to you, Ross. Love and respect. Backwoods. I've been walking, listening to videos, and you came on self-care. There you go, brother. Walking is the beginning about feeling better of yourself. I guarantee you getting that blood flowing. And you got to get your blood flowing, guys. You got to. Good job. Sally, heart and thumbs up. Thank you, Sally. Roz, 5 thumbs up and a smiley face. Well, thank you for that. Keelan, hey, brother, what's up, man? Gerald, love you, buddy. Love you back. Stay strong. I appreciate that. Thank you. Free to be me. Peace, Sam. Peace to you also. Self-preservation, true indeed. Look, until the lights go out, guys, got to try to live a positive life, all right? I agree with that. Gerald. Free, how did you make your name so unique? YouTube only lets me use my name. You could put a lot of fake names. You have to play with it a little bit because believe me, there was a guy in here, his name was Psychopath Dave. And believe me, that ain't his real name, even though it may say that like on his handicap certification. But he tried to tell me like about mental health. I said, brother, I'll listen to you. And I don't want to belittle you if you have mental health problems, but I think if you're really trying to get better, I think why don't you change your user tag name from Psychopath Dave to like, Happy Dave. All right? If you know a lot about mental health, I think the first step is stop calling yourself Psychopath Dave, okay? And maybe call yourself like Happy Dave, all right? Or something like that. I mean, come on, man. Come on. You're going to break down mental health for me and your tag name is Psychopath Dave? That's a true story, man. YouTube's a total insane asylum. Michael. What's up, Sam? What's up, brother? I love to drive. Hey, I love to drive. Good to see you. Ross, I'm such an introvert. Well, hey, brother, nothing wrong with that. You got to have some social skills, guys. Why? Because you got to play the game. You don't want to be an introvert and stay at home and try to live off $2, $3 a day in food. I had someone tell me that today. I totally disagree. There's no way you average $2 to $3 a day per food. You'd be basically anorexic, and you'd be poor nutrition. You definitely don't feel good about yourself eating cheese and beans the whole year. I don't care if you can spend $3 a day. Guys, if your goal is to live in poverty, we're not on the same page. If you have no other choice, I understand. But there's plenty of programs out there. If you're living off $3 a day in food, you're either lying to me or you're seriously malnutrition. And that's not my goal, guys. That's not my challenge about. I know some of you guys get confused because I live in a car. Like, let's try to see who can live like in poverty the most. No. I don't preach that, guys. So let's feel good about ourselves. Good job, Ross. Such an introvert. Love doing things alone, and I'm happy. I'm not mad at that. I do travel a lot. But I prefer to be home. I'm not mad at that. Hey, Sam, I just purchased Renegade. Okay, well, congratulations. I love it. Well, Roz, keep doing you. The seats are uncomfortable as hell, but the outside's cute, and I'm not mad at that, and I love the sunroofs. Journey with Jordan. Random question. All right, brother. Shout out to Tennessee. I saw a couple Tennessee plates today. He's from Tennessee. He goes, random question. If you had a sudden windfall of $100 million, super chat tonight. Well, if it's real, I had a psychopath in here one time. He super chatted me a bunch of times, and he took it back. Okay. And he had a channel. I went on his channel, because I said, is this guy playing around serious? I want to give him opportunity I want to be fair to him. I went on his channel the next day. It was about how to be a serial killer and get away with it. I thought maybe I did help him, but no, I didn't help him. He's making videos about that. And then his videos were basically about how he would super chat people and then take the money back, because you could basically do that. It's crazy. I feel bad for him because I think he does have mental problems, but that's not fair to me to put that on me. Jaybird, damn it. I pray that's a real one. Jaybird super chat $2. Well, brother, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support and the show of appreciation. Thank you for the tip jar. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Jaybird. Love and respect. Let's continue to read Journey with Jordan. He says, if someone super chatted you $100 million and it was real, what would you do tomorrow morning? Well, I would put in my notice to work. I would definitely quit work. With $100 million, I'd quit work in a minute. And I would thank everyone that gave me opportunity. Say, look, I already put my bosses on notice. I mean, if I ever become financially independent, I'm gone. That's just the way it is. I mean, I'm not like one of those guys like, yeah, if I win the lottery, I'm coming to work tomorrow. I'm very thankful for my job, guys, because I don't want to live in poverty. You need a job to live. Like, you can't think like YouTube's going to always pay the bills. No. Because, you got people super chatting. Next thing you know, they're taking it back. Then the next thing you know, you're living off $2 a day in food. You're eating beans and cheese. You're totally malnutritioned. You can't go work out. You don't have the proper nutrients. So what do? You go to a liquor store. Okay. Why? Because that's your medicine. I'm not going to do that, guys. So what I could tell you is this. If I hit $100 million, step one is I gracefully and respectfully go to my job the next day and say, look, I'm giving my notice. I'm quitting. Gerald, damn it, we're closer to $100 million. Love you, buddy. I wish I had more to give you. Well, damn it, we're closer. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Jaybird. Thank you, Gerald. Love and respect, man. Guys, we're $4 on our way to $100 million, man. I feel it coming tonight. So if I get there tonight, what am I going to do tomorrow? I'm going to give my 2-week notice. Okay. I'm going to masturbate a couple times. Why? Because I got to celebrate a little bit, guys. Come on. I will travel back up to New Jersey, not to live there. Why? To get my mom. I'll do something with her. Celebrate with her and then, change her situation a little bit. And then I don't know, man. I'm not going to party. I'm not going to be drinking alcohol. I'm not going to be getting a bunch of hookers. I don't know, man. I'm going to bask in the glory. Like I said, that would be my top 3 steps, basically. My step 1 is gracefully exit out of the workforce. Step 2 is go up north and take care of my mom. Step 3 is, I'll give you 3 steps. Step 3 would be, all right, now that I know money is totally no issue for the rest of my life, do I get an RV? Because it doesn't even matter if it depreciates. If I buy a $100,000 RV, I got $100 million, doesn't matter. I'll probably get an RV or something like that just to play around with it. And then just throw it away if something goes wrong, or give it away. If I don't like it, and then maybe look at a home base, and then maybe I don't know, man. I'm just gonna do Scrooge McDuck. To be honest with you, I'm gonna build like a vault of gold coins, and I'll do a live feed where I swim naked in gold coins. I'm Scrooge McDuck, guys. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm voting for Trump 2020. That's it. I'm sorry. Why? Because I got to keep my taxes low, guys. Okay? I voted for Hillary, but now I'm rich and I'm voting for Trump. All right? I'm sorry. We're closer to 100 million. Another $1.99 closer. Damn it, we're close. Thank you. Praise the Lord. I'll take a hydration break, guys. I think it may happen tonight. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. All right, let's continue to read. Maybe it'll happen. Gerald, haha, yeah, Rosway, cool. I appreciate the love. African Amazing, hey, Sam, hey, how are you? Roz, I have 3 years for retirement. Can't wait. I'm happy for you. I want to get lost and live my life to the fullest. Well, hey, all I can tell you is I'm with you, but avoid Planet Fitness between 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. because there's nothing but a bunch of psychopaths and they're taking up all the good workout machines and they have no respect for other people. And I can't deal with that, guys. You'll mess around and get arrested in your retirement. Oh my God, we're inching to the $100 million mark. Backwoods hit the $2 super chat. Damn it. Backwoods, I appreciate that. Backwoods, Journey with Jordan. Gerald. And Jay Bird. Damn it, I appreciate that. We're closer to retirement, guys. Thank you, man. Love and respect. I appreciate that, guys. Let's continue to read, Gerald. Yeah, little Renegades. Look, the Renegade's a good car. I got about 123,000 miles on it. I've owned it for 3 years. What issues have I had? I had a cracked windshield. The shape of the Renegade is a little bit like upright, so you may get stuff like kick, but you know that can happen to any car. The engine had a blown thermostat. Other than that, the exhaust fan went bad. Other than that, it was pretty much just regular maintenance. Brakes, spark plugs, because I got so many miles. And that's it. But other than that, look, would I get the Renegade again? Yeah. After the Renegade's over, what I'm going to get? The Prius. But if I get up to $100 million tonight, who knows, guys? That'll be the next super chat. What do you guys want to see me do with $100 million, man? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Journey with Jordan. Being in public is basically consistently is very mentally draining. I agree with that, brother. That's why, guys, as a nomad, all seriousness, you got to really navigate yourself around the public because it could be very mentally draining. You're going to live more in the public. I'm not one of those type of people that go out in the middle of nowhere. I'm not going to go and on BLM land in the middle of Nevada where they test out nuclear weapons and camp for free. I'm sorry, that's not. There's no Starbucks out there, guys. There's no Latino Mills in New Mexico campgrounds. Come on, guys. There's no way you're catching me out there. So what I could tell you is this. I got to be by populated areas, but to supplement that, I have to go to Planet Fitness on the off hours. And I got to do things when the other public is in their house, okay? And that's what you're going to have to learn if you're like me. You want to be around resources. You want to be around urban areas if you're like me. But you also have to do things when other people aren't. So right now, it's like 9:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone's going back to their house. Their day's over. Starbucks is closed. Everyone's going home. Me, I'm getting ready to do a workout, go to gym, and then I go back to my car. So that's the way you have to supplement that. Good job, Tony. Hey, from Hamilton, Ontario. Love and respect to Canada. Sam, good job. Keep it positive, brother. Love and respect. Canadian flag emoji with the little maple leaf on it. I had a guy. Oh, my God. Damn it. We're inching to the 100-mile mark. Oh, boy. What is going on the super chat tonight? Oh, my God. I got so excited. Zoom back, damn it. I say, Roz, I see you, Roz. Hold up. We had a major issue. There we go. Roz, thank you. Truly the best human on YouTube. Oh, don't put me on a pedestal, but thank you for that compliment. Keep being you, Roz. I appreciate that. Roz, thank you. You almost broke the super chat streaming. I zoomed in so hard, I got so excited, all the sweat. Roz, thank you. Everyone, oh, damn it. We may break the record. Brandon, lottery tickets on me. Well, Brandon, thank you, man. Thank you, everyone, for showing love. I appreciate that, man. Brandon, Roz, Gerald, Journey with Jordan, Backwoods, Jay Bird, thank you very much. It's really appreciated. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's go back to the live comments. Love and respect to Ontario. Free to be me. When I was growing up, my family totally self-sacrificed to have ungrateful kids and wife. I have to learn self again. Look, it's tough. I saw a couple people today. I saw one guy, young father, driving with his young daughter on the back of a motorcycle. And when I say young daughter, she had to be about 8 years old. In my opinion, I don't care if she has a helmet on or not. A 8-year-old daughter should not be riding on the back of a motorcycle. I think that's totally irresponsible parenting. Now, again, I did some things when I was that age that I'm sure people probably looked at my mom like she's irresponsible. So I don't want to be too harsh. But when I'm in the public and I see stuff like that, I say, man, these type of people shouldn't be having kids. I'm pro-choice, guys. There's no way you're going to convince me otherwise. I'm sorry. Backwoods. Day 10 on my journey, brother. One day at a time. There you go, brother. But it's going good. Good. There you go. One day at a time. Good job. I do at night and during the morning at Anytime Fitness. You guys, you and traveling van like that. Earlier or later, the better. You're right. There's way less people. Yes. And less people makes me feel good about myself. I like that. Jay Bird, thank you again, man. Love and respect. Thank you for starting it off, man. I appreciate that. Apathy. Shout out to Massachusetts. What's up, Apathy? Good to see you. All right, let's read Apathy's comment. Hey, Sam. It's all about self-care. Yep, first, I agree with that. Always appreciate your honesty and sense of humor. Good. It's good to laugh. Apathy, I appreciate you staying with me. You've been very consistent. At any point, though, guys, at any point, if I'm not good for your mental health, I want you guys to get rid of me. Why? Because your self-care comes even above my channel. Now, look, I may be one super chat away from $100 million, but if I'm saying stuff that's hurting your mental health, what should you do? You should get the hell out of my channel. Not because I want you to. I want you to stay. But I'm making the point that even me, I'm not above the rule. I'm not above the rule, okay? My channel's not above the rule. If at some point me or the channel is not good for your mental health, what should you do? You should go somewhere else. Not because I want to see you leave, but because I practice what I preach. And I mean that. Why? Because that's how we all got to live life. So good job. Thank you, Apathy, for staying with me. Dennis, sometimes life sucks. Amen. That's right. But part of the solution is conventional way of life is being unconforming. I agree with that. That supplements the suckiness. Good job, Dennis. I'd say looking for unconventional, unconforming way of life is better. Well, damn it, Dennis. Good insight on that, brother. I said that to myself tonight. I said, because I was a little bit of a frustrating day. You got Monday, you got the psychopath at the gym. You got the guy in a Chrysler 300 going to the liquor store to get his medicine, cut me off. And there was a couple of things that just rubbed me the wrong way today. I said, Sam, if I had a home base, if I was tied into a HOA, if I was back to paying for my own toilet paper, if I was back to all those things, if I was back to having neighbors, would I be in a better place tonight or would I be in a worse mental place? And I said to myself, Sam, you'd be in a worse place because I need some space right now, guys. I was even debating or not whether to go live, but I said I didn't do a regular video. I like to be consistent and try to do a video per day as long as I'm healthy. But how I figured out my life, I think Dennis makes a great point. Life can suck. The way to supplement the suckiness of life is don't live a conventional life. Meaning, live below your means, live a simple life, don't have complicated relationships, try to do things that inspire you, take care of yourself. Look, obesity's still high. That's conforming. Eating at Chick-fil-A is the conforming life. Now, plant-based diet is starting to catch steam in society. But what I don't want to add to Dennis's thing. I'm just trying to add my own perspective. But yeah, Dennis, good comment. Apathy. How can you take the super chat back? Damn, that's shady. It is shady. It's basically, I don't know the whole way to do it, but it's basically like a credit card charge. I guess, I don't know different ways he had it, but I guess he had it like on his credit card. So he would super chat, and he did this to other YouTubers. That's how I found out. And he said it in his own video. I don't know. I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt, though, because he was positive when he was in here, so I wasn't going to say anything negative. But the bottom line is, it's like a credit card charge, right? So you can buy something, and then you can go and say, look, I don't want to buy it anymore. I don't know if you can do that or if he had like a way that he loopholed the system. I don't know. But I just know like he had a pattern of doing it. And I don't know if he was playing games or if he was legit like trying to be sincere. I don't know. But I don't want to play games. I don't want to guess. I don't feel good about myself when I have people in my life that I have to guess if they're my friend or they're my enemy. Like if I have to, and he even said like, look, he said, Sam, I'm a troll. And so I respected that, and I didn't really like give him any grief. But I don't want to play that. But then when I went like the next day and he was still making like videos about like nasty stuff, like I can't be around that stuff, guys. I can't. I cut off real people in my life because of that. I can't have people like that on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Not good for me. So I don't feel good about myself when I have to guess about can I trust this person or can't. And I don't trust anyone, guys. I don't. but I also don't want to be cynical. Like, I can still say, look, we're cool, but I kind of get a vibe with someone. Like, I go by certain home bases, and I say, I get a good vibe in this area. There's certain areas I go, even though the land cheap as hell, I don't get a good vibe, guys. I saw some cheap ass land in the middle of Florida. There was no vibe though, guys. There was no vibe. It was like being in the middle of New Mexico, living all year round for $200 with the state pass, but you're in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nuclear testing zone, and there's no Latina Mills, no Starbucks, no Planet Fitness. Do I feel good about that? I don't feel good about that. Do I feel good about someone taking a super chat back? No. So what do? I block, and I never go to New Mexico. I stay in Florida. Okay. All right. Good job. Let's stay positive. Tony. Stay away from DiGiorno pizza. Yep, my mom struggles with it. I understand the struggle. Good job, Tony. They have that in Ortenio, Canada, too. Dennis, good evening. By the way, good evening to you. Gerald, thank you again, brother, for the love. We're close to 100 million. Thank you, brother. I love you, man. Stay positive. Loyalty means everything. Hey, what's up, Sam? Positive vibes. Well, see, that's what I mean. That's positivity, man. Thank you, brother. Mr. JD, I'll just take $1 million. Well, I'm not mad at that. Guys, if you hit $1 million, would you quit your job tomorrow? If you're the guy that said, look, you're living on $2 a day in food, you could quit if you get $1,000, man. He probably already quit his job. I'm not mad at him. But look, I'm just trying to say I can't live off $2-3 a day in food. No way, guys. I'm sorry. That's outside. I can't agree. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. I know some people get hate on that, but I can't. Apathy. How do you deal with the extreme heat while you sleep? Well, it's easier than the extreme cold I experienced in New Jersey for 2 winters. So I'll say that. The extreme heat, at least for me, my personality and my body type. So it does cool down at night, about 10 to 20 degrees cooler, depending on the day. I would say probably more about 10 degrees cooler, 10 to 15 degrees. The humidity drops a little bit. So nighttime is naturally cooler, but I sweat, I sacrifice. Guys, you don't live this primitive life and you're like you're living in a house. You're not that. You know, you sacrifice. I sacrifice. I sweat. I had to do laundry again today, guys. Why? I did laundry on Friday because I sweated up all my shirts. And I smelt myself today. My shirt was a little funky. I said, damn, I smell like a straight up homeless guy. So I said, I got to go wash my shirts, guys. So you sacrifice. Now, some people don't want to hear that word. That's why some people want to say, hey, Sam, how do you stay cool? How do you stay hot? You don't. Now, when you're in extreme heat and extreme cold, look, you sacrifice. It hurts. Some people can't accept that. That's why most people, especially if they're not willing, it's a level of sacrifice. If you're not willing to do it, just find a cheaper apartment, or get a small RV that's going to cost you money, but at least you have utility hookups if you can afford a campground fee. That's what I would tell most people. You have to evaluate that. Everyone's different. We're not in a game of survival, guys. Like, you shouldn't try to compete with me or compete with others. Like, can I outdo Inspirational Nomad or can I outdo Bob Wells? Look, I can only share with you my insight and my mindset. Everyone has to figure out their own life, what works for them, what doesn't work for them, and they have to own that decision. I've had a couple psychopaths come in here, and I block them, and I think they're one of the 3 that always give me a thumbs down, or 4 or 5, whatever, I don't care. That they said, like, they tried to live in their car for 2 days. Someone yelled at them at the park, because they were probably parked there all day, because they're mentally unstable. They're not used to being in an environment where you have to adapt, you have to move, you have to deal with the public. They're used to being at home with their stuffed animals and playing with their toys. They're not used to being like in the street all day. They can't survive. They get into an argument with the psychopath that's been on the Planet Fitness machine for 2 hours. You can't do that, guys. You're in a shared environment. When you live as a nomad, the streets aren't yours. The parking lot's not yours. Starbucks isn't yours. You can't go into Starbucks and just start farting and start throwing a fit. Today, 3 screaming babies came into Starbucks. What I want to do, I want to smack the shit out of the babies and the father. Those kids should have been an abortion. But what did I do? I kept my mouth shut. None of my business. Okay? So why? Because it's a shared environment. I got no right to say anything to them. It's just as much Starbucks for him as it is for me. So what I could tell you guys is let's stay positive. Journey with Jordan. Thank you again, brother. I appreciate that. Big Dirty. How's it going, Sam? Well, damn, I'm doing the best I can, man. How you doing, Big Dirty? I saw you got part 3 up today of transporting an RV. Love and respect. Gerald, Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, I might do that. Gerald, so funny. Good to laugh. Jerry with Jordan, laughing good. I know you're pro-life. I love you, man. Free to be me. Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, we're going to do it. Backwoods, $2 tonight. Well, we're close. We're close, man. I appreciate that. Backwoods, you're very welcome. I appreciate, man. Positive person. I get a good vibe. I don't want to guess about people in my life. I don't have to guess about Backwoods. Love to you, brother. Shannon. How have you learned so much through living a full life? I was probably a kid at 8 years old 8 to 10 to 12 years old, where some people said my mom wasn't looking out for me. But a lot of people looked out for me. I had an overall privileged life in my experience, but I also saw a lot and I did a lot. So that's how. And the grace of God. Very grateful. Keep on truthing. Well, thank you, Shannon. Much appreciated. Gerald, thank you again, brother. I really appreciate that. Jay Bird, I'm having such a good time. Good job. Thanks, Sam. Well, thank you, Jay Bird. And Roz Perez, you done broke the bank. Roz, thank you for your act of generosity, for that bright orange, almost tropical Florida color super chat. Very generous of you, Roz. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Thank you, Roz. Journey with Jordan. Prius windshield is extremely flat angled. True. Very rare for it to crack, even if a rock hits it due to geometry. Well, brother, I don't know. All I can tell you is factuality is that the facts are it broke my windshield and I had to get it replaced. Totally sucked. I hope it doesn't happen to anyone else, though. Brandon? Yes, I'll let you take. Thank you, Brandon. Love to you, brother. Thank you for all your positive vibes and support, man. Blessings to you. Gerald, love you, Roz. Roz, that was big. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Journey with Jordan. Roz Perez broke the stream. Yes, he did. Apathy. Damn, Sam. No money, no money. Hey, guys. There's no sex in the champagne room, but what I can tell you is there's some super chats in this room tonight. Now, are we going to get to $100 million? No, but I'm thankful for everyone who showed love. I appreciate that. Grateful Days RV Life. Hey, man, what's up? Hey, man. Good to see you, Sam. Good to see you, too. I hope you're not too high. My brother Grateful Days likes to smoke that ganja, but weed is legal in certain states. Not federally, though. Not federally. So you may be in California or Denver smoking weed, eating a brownie, thinking, oh, the government legalized me marijuana. You even bought some marijuana stocks. Then all of a sudden, Trump puts a tariff on marijuana. Why? Because it's still federally illegal. So you're over there smoking a ganja. You're telling everyone else, buy weed stocks, buy weed plantations. Then the next thing you know, Trump goes into a rage, or Sleepy Joe, he actually beats Trump out in 2020. Okay? So Joe Biden comes in, he says, you know what, that's it, we're getting rid of marijuana. Now everyone goes into a crazy rage. Why? Because you overinvested in weed. And what I can tell you is I smoked weed when I was younger. It just made me paranoid, slow in the mind, and had the munchies. Did I feel good about myself? Well, I laughed. We'd watch the movie Friday like 20 million times. Did we go anywhere for it? No, but when you're young, you have a good time. Okay. When you're old, I'm not mad at you still smoke weed. That may be your medicine. That may be your medicine. It may take off the edge. Jesse Ventura says it takes off the mental edge for him in life. He still smokes weed. The guy I saw in the Chrysler 300 that almost cut me off on my way to Publix, his alcohol is his medicine. It keeps the mental edge off. Maybe that keeps him from going complete psychopath. So what do I say? Give him another Corona. Why? Because I don't want him to go psychopath. Let's take positive. Good job. I'm tough. Laughing. The $100 million comment. Yeah, Journey with Jordan. Type that. You made a quick 300. Well, damn it. I appreciate that. Roz, you broke the bank. Thank you, Roz. Journey with Jordan. So close to $100 million now. Damn, we were close. We're on fire. That's all right. You got to take baby steps. Apathy. The troll emoji. You must see a lot of ridiculous, creepy human beings. 5 troll emojis. Yeah, I do. Look, in the public, you're going to deal with every type of human being because you're seeing a lot of different people. It's just the averages, guys. You put 10 people in the room, one's a psychopath, one's a super nerd, and the other 8 are masturbating and smoking weed, okay? So what I can tell you guys, it's just a law of averages, okay? So you're always going to have one psychopath, you're always going to have one super nerd, and you're also going to have the masses masturbating, religious nuts, political junkies, and smoking weed. Why? Because that's what the masses do. So what I can tell you is I just try to find a quiet place in the parking lot, and I try to work out after hours. Why? Because the law of the averages, there's a lot of disasters out there. All right, let's stay positive. I'm tough. Yeah, I've seen those motorcycle dads. Oh, man, it hurt my heart. I'm not even going to laugh at that. But their kids on the back, I was pissed. Irresponsible on those roads. Yeah, Florida disaster. I hate to say that. But again, I got to be fair. I probably did some things when I was young. People probably looked at me like it was crazy. So I don't want to be too judgmental. But I did look at it today, and it was observation, man. I said, man, that's not right. And not only was the young father driving his 8-year-old daughter on the back of his motorcycle, he was weaving through the lanes. Like, I could see if he was in the slow lane, but he was like bouncing in and out of the lanes. I said, what a scumbag, man. But that's the reality of life, guys. That's a disgrace in my opinion. Roz, laughing at Journey. Steve, what's up, man? Sam, alone is one way. Steve, I heard your comment. Look, we're all different, brother. And what I could tell you is you haven't spent enough time with family. So he left like the generic quote on my video the other day. He said, look, no one at the end of your life is going to remember more time you spend at work. They're going to remember more time you spent with your family, your friends, etc. Well, let me tell you something. How old are you? How long have you been in a relationship? How much time have you spent with your family? Okay. Because most people I know have gone through a divorce, or if they spend long enough time with their family or friends and they don't spend enough time with themselves, they're totally emotionally dependent. They end up in a psychopathic mode when the people let them down, and you're going to become very bitter because you don't understand the realities of life because you lived a sheltered life. And I hate to say that, Steve, but my opinion of your reply is you lived a shelter life and you live off inspirational quotes, but they're helpful, but they're not reality. So it is helpful to be mindful to spend more time with loved ones, but I spent a lot of time with loved ones. And spending a lot of time with loved ones can bring contentment, not content, like familiarity brings contentment, meaning the more time you spend with people, the more you hate them. Like absence makes the love grows fonder. Like if I did a live feed every hour, eventually you guys get tired of me. Some people get tired of me after watching me for 2 weeks. Steve, you probably just left because you're tired of me. So the more time you spend with people, even if they're inspirational, I'm inspirational nomad, the more you get tired of them. Okay? So, I want you to live with your mom's house the rest of your life. Guess what you're going to do? Get tired of your mom. But you're going to curse your mom. You're going to order pizza on her credit card. Then you're going to leave an inspirational quote that you should spend more time with friends and family. Look, you should get a job. You should spend time on yourself. And then if you still have overflow and you have type of personality you want to be in a relationship, you should. But you shouldn't be disingenuous if you live the shelter life and you don't know the street life. Because what I can tell you is there's psychopaths with their 8-year-old daughter riding on the back of their motorcycle. He should be spending more time with himself and less time with his daughter in a dangerous situation like that. All right, let's stay positive. Take a hydration break. Good job. Disaster. I'm tough. Starting a family is better. 50% in 1-2 chances they'll take your house and life savings and child support. Well, yeah, you should tell Steve that, man, because Steve thinks it's better to spend time with more family members. I'm tough. Alone can be better these days. I think it is, but everyone should do what they want. Roz, good night, Sam. May you have an amazing night. Gotta be on duty tomorrow. Roz, thank you again for the love, appreciation. I pray you get blessed tenfold. Thank you, Roz. Love to you. Appreciate you. Big Dirty. When you first started going live, how many people were watching you? I have a playlist on my channel. One of them is called live streams. The first live stream I did was just to try it out. It was about like Texas shooting. I think there was 10 or 12 people in there, max. And I sucked. If you look at my first couple live feeds, I sucked. Some people may still think I suck. I don't care. I think I'm pretty good. But what I can tell you is this. That's how you start, okay? And what I can tell you is this. The 1 out of the 12 people in there, she used to encourage me. I think it's Miss Kimberly. That was her name. She was from Texas. She used to encourage me to go live. But then eventually she spent enough time with me and she got tired of me. She was my number one viewer, my number one supporter. But guess what, Steve and everyone else who says you should spend more time with loved ones, the more time you spend with someone, the more you want to get away from them. Why? Because you need to spend some time by yourself. How much time should you spend by yourself? That's an individual decision. Everyone has to figure out their own life. Let's continue to read. And he goes, since you went live, people watching you were just talking to yourself with no one watching. Yeah, look, I was winging it. The first one, like everything in the beginning, it sucks. You just try to hopefully progressively get better and keep showing up. What's the answer? Keep showing up. Good job. Your name is Jordan. I'm tough. Just marry someone that makes more money than you. Yeah, that ain't the answer. Problem solved. Yeah, just kidding though. Just got worse. Yeah, guys, look, just stay single and masturbate. You're already wealthy. How do you get rich? Should you marry a rich person and divorce them? No. Just don't get married and you're rich. That's what it, guys. Look, you can be like the one guy who lives off $2 a day in food. You're loaded. You're Scrooge McDuck living off beans and cheese. So what I can tell you is this, guys. Don't get married. Unless you're the type of personality where you want families and a kid, and you're not going to have your 8-year-old daughter riding on the back of your motorcycle weaving through traffic. All right, let's stay positive. Good job. I'm tough. Marrying up is the best way. No, I disagree. But usually women won't marry a broke guy. Well, look, now there's a lot more girls making more money than guys. So what I can tell you is they want prenups. Why? Because now they're making more money than guys. And am I mad at them? No. Look, guys, do I want a prenup? No, because I don't want to get married. I think marriage is a disaster, but that's my opinion. Some people love marriage. Some people love kids. Not me, guys. Good job. More life. Have you ever been to Rochester, New York? Not off the top of my head. I may have drove through there, but not enough to give you like feedback on it. Not Rochester. No, I haven't. Brandon, no way you quit your job and now you go lots of free time. Yeah. You'll spend it within 6 years. Oh, no way. 100 million? No way. I'll always keep $1 million buried in the bank, even if I'm like Trump from 1985 to 1992. If I lost $1 billion, Trump lost $1 billion. Rich people always keep $1 million buried somewhere, always. So I always keep $1 million buried somewhere just in case the bomb totally falls out. Okay, and then I could just work at Walmart if I want. I mean, come on. So if I made $100 million, I got to take out about 40% for taxes. I'm left with 60 million. Okay. So like you didn't even tell me if it was pre-tax or after tax, but I'll take worst case scenario. It's pre-tax. So 100 million pre-tax, after tax, I get 60 million. Okay. I'll put 10 million in a bank somewhere, diversify it, offshore accounts, etc. So I know I'll never go broke. So I got 50 million left. What am I going to do? I'm going to buy my mom a house. I'm going to buy myself a gold coin pool so I can swim like Scrooge McDuck. I'm going to buy a home base. I'll buy $1 million home base. Am I going to have a big house? No, I'm just going to have a lot of land on the ocean and just have one RV there. Okay. And then after that, what am I left with? $30 million. I'll put $1 million in a brokerage account, just day trade, have fun. Maybe, and that's it. Will I do a charity? No, I did a charity, guys. And what I can tell you is you don't end up helping much people. You can do like a lot of charities, but what you want to do, if you just want to give somebody money, give them money. But bottom line is, I'm not big on charities. I had one. If you want to help people do it one-on-one, you're better off. Am I going to start a business? No, I had a business. Too much aggravation. I don't even care if I can make money. So now I just got $30 million floating somewhere in different places. I'm still good. And if the bottom totally falls out, I got $10 million buried. Guys, I'm good. So I can make it work. And even if I totally fall out of zero, guys, look, I'll just go do a night job at Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is hiring night techs. So what I can tell you is I'll work at Planet Fitness at night. I'll work out during the I'll work out early in the morning before the psychopath gets there that works all day on the bench that doesn't do anything. And I'll still go live at night. So, guys, I think I figured out a plan that'll work pretty good for me. Love and respect. Steve, prayer emoji. I hope you still love me. You made me mad at me because you spent too much time with me. I love you. Sam, be real. I just broke it down. Chocolate Nomad Vlogs. What's up, man? Sam, feeling you on booty. And I don't need it. Underrated song. Yeah, I remember TP2, feeling on your booty. What are your favorites? Bill Cartwright's Swag. Yeah. My favorite R. Kelly songs, just again before he went wild, dedicated to my favorite girl, and I think that was before his solo albums. That might have been when he was with that group. Dedicated to my favorite girl, Honey Love, Sadie. Sadie was on the 12-play album. And the Down Low remix. Those would be my top. On the TP2 album, though, I don't know. Like I said, I like Strip for You. I did like at the time, I Don't Mean It. And those would be probably my top choices. Grateful Day's laughing. Yeah, he's all high. I'm not mad at you. I think you could use a slight bit of ganja yourself. Yeah, I'm all edged up. Guys, I do no alcohol, no weed. I used to back in the day, never addicted, but I used to do it. And what I can tell you is I don't miss it. Guys, my edge is the only thing that keeps me alive. If I was sedated, I'd be a walking zombie, guys. I'm not mad at anyone who's sedated right now, but it's just not my thing. But I'm a little bit intense. That's why sometimes people think I'm on drugs because they're on drugs and they're low energy. So they're like, how can someone operate at that level? They don't realize I got high energy. I take care of myself. So they're looking at their own life like, damn, I got low. I'm Jeb Bush. That's how they look at themselves. And they say he's Donald Trump. He must do drugs. No, don't you understand? Donald Trump doesn't do drugs. Donald Trump doesn't do alcohol and doesn't do weed. And he's got a lot of energy. Hillary Clinton was sleeping at 10 o'clock at night. That's why she lost the election. She was low energy. So guys, I don't do drugs. I'm the Donald Trump of YouTube, but I'm compassionate. So what I can tell you is this, guys, if I get $100 million, I'm definitely Donald Trump. Why? Because I'm going to lower tax rates again on the rich. Praise the Lord. Yeah. All right, guys. Good job. Grateful Days laughing. Good job. I love the channel. I love you, brother. Keep smoking that ganja. Tom. Hey, Sam. I think in Florida, you have insurance companies will replace rock chip windshields for free under all policies. Okay. I don't know. I had the chip windshield when I was in New Jersey. I could have went through my insurance policy, but it was cheaper. I have $1,000 deductible, so it was cheaper. I think it was like $500 or $800 to just do it myself. So I just paid for it out of pocket. That was like a few years ago, though. D'Angelo, wow. All right, brother. Maya, that reminds me of the Starbucks lady that took your seat. Oh, yeah, the church lady, we love her, but that was a disaster. Thank you for remembering that. Yeah, that was wild. I love and respect. Let's take a hydration break and then we'll go back to the live comments, guys. Good job. What a disaster. Whew. All right, back to live comments. K Ford, what's up, man? Trees. I prefer trees to the masses. K4, good to see. K4, you still in Jacksonville? I read a news article today. The guy at Burger King, the worker in Burger King, trying to work hard, he took the mop that he was mopping the floor and he started mopping the customer's table. He was mopping the customer tables. The same mop that he used to mop the floors, he used to mop the table. Somebody took a picture of him. Burger King had to apologize. So what I can tell you right now, Jacksonville and Burger King, total disaster. But look, Burger King, no matter where you are, Boca Raton or Jacksonville, it's a disaster. Why? Because Burger King is basically like living off $2 a day in food. You're malnutrition. Now, when you're young, it's cool. If you want to get a Happy Meal when you're young and you're wild and you're crazy. But when you're old, if you're still eating Burger King, guys, you damn sure ain't going to be, it's going to be a disaster. That's all I can tell you. Good job. Steve, I'm 30. I've been with my girl since 17. Well, damn, Steve, tell me how you feel when you're 40, because chances are you probably won't be with her, or you're not going to be getting sex. Why? Because she's not going to feel good about herself. You're going to start to have mental problems. Why? Because at 30, you're still naive. You haven't been hit enough by life. Not that I wished it on you, but just a reality. Look, Jesus died at 33. I think if he would have lived long enough, he would have ended up like Moses. How'd Moses end up? Moses asked God to kill him by the rock. He didn't want to make it to the promised land because he got so fed up with people. So what I can tell you is, look, I hope you have a great life, Steve. I really do. But what I can tell you is probably lived a sheltered life. I've lived a life of seeing a lot of different things. I'm not trying to say my way is better than your way. I just say I have a different philosophy. I respect you. I respect your positivity. I love you. I pray the best for you, prayer emoji. But I can't agree totally with you, not because I'm mad at you or I hate you. It's just because I have a different perspective. But I love you and I appreciate your positive vibes. Good job. Steve, I was sexually abused. I have no family girl. Well, I hear you. But hey, look, that's life. So I didn't do it. Okay? I didn't do it. I appreciate you sharing that. But you have to share your story. If your story is you're sexually abused and you love life and everything is good, do you? My story is I wasn't sexually abused. I've seen some other shit in life. Life can suck. Life can be good. And I'm doing me. So that's what it is. And we're not going to play a game about who had the worst life, okay? Because we can do that and we can all start bringing up a lot of stuff. So what I can tell you is you got to speak your truth. I got to speak my truth. And if our truth can vibe, we're good. If not, peace emoji. Love to you, Steve. I appreciate you, bro. I do too. It's not just cut and dry. Well, hey, we'll see about that, Steve. Sam, you pushing loneliness. Man, what are you pushing, man? Are you pushing being with a How to Catch a Predator guy? Look, I gotta speak my truth, man. If you want a channel about let's all get married, do you? I'm not knocking you, but don't come into my house. This is my house, man, and start telling me like how you want me to act, man. I love you, Steve. Prayer emoji back to you, brother. But also, don't Joe Biden me, man. Don't start to push your beliefs on me. I love you, man. Well, stay positive. Good job. My up. Haha. Nah, I'm on the same boat. Then you don't get married. Yeah, stay single. It's my opinion. I tried to watch. It's all great until you sign the paper. Then everything goes downhill. Well, yeah, look, chances are if you've been with someone and you get married at a younger age, you're higher level of divorce. Why? Because you get tired of people. And what I can tell you guys, everything has an expiration date. Your milk, your relationship, your life. Everything has an expiration date. Now, if you think you're going to live happily ever after, am I mad at you? No, I don't care. Look, when someone says, Sam, I don't like Florida, it's too hot, I'm going to live in Texas, you know what I say? All right, more Florida for me. So when someone says, Sam, look, I want to get married, am I mad at them? No. I say, I'll just take your MILF when she divorces you, and I get a super chat of the settlement. So guys, look, I'm not mad at anyone, okay? But what I can tell you is, look, I just want to be single, okay? I want to masturbate in a sock. I want to work out Planet Fitness late at night when no one's there. And I don't want to get cut off by a psychopath that has to go to a liquor store to get some medicine because his wife isn't giving him anymore. Guys, look, do whatever you want. This is me sharing my life. Good job. Jordan. 1 million conservatively invested yields, at least 55K. Yeah, in interest. I'm not mad at that. People who win the lottery are broke later, are complete idiots. Well, Trump was broke after 10 years of after he got off daddy's tit. But guess what he had? He had $1 million buried somewhere, okay? And he claimed bankruptcy. So look, you don't have to be broke. So the only difference between Donald Trump and someone who's broke was he had more opportunities to recoup. Okay, he's smart though. He's smart. He knows how to play the system, but he's not better than anyone. And so if you're young and you go broke, that's true though. You do need financial knowledge. I do agree with you. I do agree with Dave Ramsey's foundation. So you are right. I just want to add balance. Love and respect. Tara, Kentucky's in the house. Love and respect. How you been, love? Tara, almost got ran over by a psychopath today in a Chrysler 300. There was a psychopath that shops at the Dollar Tree who wouldn't get off the workout machine and Planet Fitness. 3 loud-ass kids came into Starbucks today, totally ruined my moment of solitude. Other than that, I'm doing good. How you doing? D'Angelo, respect. I'm just like that. You should work out more. Well, trying the best I can. Chocolate Nomad Vlogs at Maya. Remember Sam said I was in Starbucks or the Social Security office. Oh, yeah, I laughed at that, yeah. When all the old people came in. I love old people, too. But they stole my seat, guys, ain't right? Like, you ain't gonna get a pass just because you're old. Like, yo, come on, show me some respect, too. I mean, but I didn't cause any problems. K Ford, still in Jacksonville, it's a disaster. Mopping the table with the floor. Trees, brother. Well, hey, Jacksonville's better than wherever you were. So what I can tell you, brother, is spend more time by the coast. Go to St. Augustine, go to Flagler Beach, get a little bit away from the Jacksonville inner city area. Because what I can tell you, if they're mopping the top of the restaurant table, it's a little bit of a disaster. But let's stay positive. Journey with Jordan. Or the guy that sat across from Sam. Yeah, the guy who wanted to do my taxes. Yeah, like he was about to do my taxes. Total disaster, guys. Palm Beach guy, that's my guy, man. I'm a new subscriber. Well, shout out to my fellow Floridian, man. Love and respect you. Thank you. Jack Fix. Hey, Sam. I'm late. That's all right. Just keep doing you. How's the RV looking today? Indecision? No decision. I'm leaning towards not getting it. Always by default. By default, at this point in my life, I lean towards no commitment. Okay? So I plan to make a final decision by the end of the week. I don't plan to stretch it out longer than that. I did have it in my mind. I said maybe I'll go to them, offer them $80K or $75K. But even if I can get it at a good deal, I don't know if I want that commitment. I don't know if I want the HOA commitment. I don't know if I want the neighbor commitment. I don't know if I want that. I'm still young enough to keep doing this lifestyle, so it's hard for me to commit again. Good job. And renting may be a better option if I want to even go down that road, but I don't want to rent. I'd rather stay at a campground. But good question. Apathy. Sam, just curious. In your opinion, how many years does the average relationship last before someone spirals? 10 years. 10 years, the spiral begins to happen. Then you celebrate the 11th and 12th anniversary just to spite your friends to say, look, I'm still together with them. After 15 years, there's total separation. If you're still together after 20 years, you're sleeping in separate beds. By 22, you're divorced. If you're married more than 22 years, you're from a different generation and you don't have your driver's license, so you have no independence. But what I could tell you is 10 years begins the splitting of the egg. By 15, you are divorced. By 20, if you're not divorced, you have 2 more years to get one. If not, you're going to die together miserable. And you're going to be the caretaker, but really you're the undertaker. You're going to be their caretaker until they die, but really you're their undertaker. What you're doing is basically preparing their grave for them because you want them to die so you can have a couple years of enjoyment of freedom again because you miss your freedom. You've been with your spouse since 17. By the time you're 40, you're resentful that you haven't had a life of freedom. And that's what happens, guys. Oh, yeah. Let's be careful. Good job. Jeremy Jordan. Dave Ramsey is building a new massive campus. Well, damn it, he's a capitalist. Can't wait until it's ready. I'm not mad at that. Parking lot at Walmart, well, brother. Like I said, Dave Ramsey not a socialist, man. So if he catch you parking for free in his parking lot, you best believe there's going to be hella pay, man. Jack Fix. Sounds good. Always good things. Think through more. Thank you, Jack Fix. Maya. Haha. Like my grandparents, they are on a death watch. Yep. One's playing the Undertaker. Hate to say it, but that's the way it is. Steve. Sam. I'm defying your odds. Well, brother, I'm not mad at you. I want to see you do good. Steve, I love you. Stay positive. I'm defying odds too. Look, I'm less than 1% of society. I'm living in my car. Less than 1. I'm defying the odds. I'm living a non-conforming life. So if you said you're living a non-conforming life in a relationship, I'm happy for you. I'm not judging you. All I'm saying is don't try to tell me, like, to tell other people in a relationship. You should have a channel. I have a channel called Inspirational Nomad. What's about is downsize your life, everything, including the relationships. So, like, I'm not mad at you. I want you to beat the odds, brother. I want to see everyone do good. I don't want to see anyone suffer. So, but what I'm trying to tell you is after, like, you give your opinion, I say, look, this is how I feel, this is how you feel. If you still think, like, you know, people should be getting married, you should do a channel called I Love Marriage. I love relationships. And then everyone else who likes relationships will come on your channel. Like, I have a channel, like, I love to be by myself. I hate life. I'm pro-choice. And people who are either similar or they leave comments that somebody left me a comment today. They said, Sam, I agree with 50% of what you said. I replied to their comment. I said, well, I liked 50% of your comment. The other 50% I didn't like. So look, guys, what do you want me to say? All right, I'm doing me. Do you? Let's stay positive. Good job. Backwoods, lost my high school sweetheart after 4.5 years. You count that down. 20 years old. Been single ever since. Congratulations. I get into situations where I see girls I used to know and try to get their number and hang out. Just masturbate, brother. Find a girl that looks like them on free porn, take a screenshot, masturbate, you're in good shape. Good job. Apathy. My parents were married for almost 50 years. They're from a different generation. They had no independence without each other, and they couldn't survive without each other. But they wish they had one moment of freedom, but they never had it. So instead, you have to vicariously live better for them. And they actually still love each other. I would disagree, but I don't know your situation. When they pass. Different generation. But I'm not mad at you. I love you, Apathy. I love your family. Tara. I got married at 29. Horrible decision. Laughing her ass off. Well, thank God, Tara, you're single now. I love you. Steve Watson. I'm living in a vehicle and keeping a relationship. Good luck with that, bro. You made me laugh, man. Good luck with that, man. Michael Rodriguez, I don't know. There's a whale, fish. We're out of control tonight. Tara, everyone I know in a relationship is codependent. Well, amen, says the choir. And it's been one person or another since they were under 18. Love yourself. Well, Tara, keep using the dildo, Tara. You're better off. High, low, Lino, low. Hey, y'all. Hey, Martin emoji. Apathy, I love you. Jennifer Jordan. Tara. Yep, I've seen that too. Jennifer Metz. Hi. Hey, Jen. Apathy, are you in a relationship? I think you wanted to stay single. Look, it's different generation. Guys, I love everyone. Stay positive. What I can tell you is this, I gave you the best I got, but some people may be tired of me. Why? Because everyone gets tired of everyone. But if you don't feel good about yourself, what should you do? Should you get married? No, no, no. What you should do is go to the gym at night. Okay? Why? Because the psychopath that's taking up the bench press, he's not on there anymore. You should avoid the liquor store entrance. Why? Because there's some psychopath with a Chrysler 300 that can't wait to get his medicine. What else should you do? When 3 screaming children come into Starbucks, you should mind your business and get the hell out of there. What else should you do? You should masturbate in a sock. Why? Because it makes life a little bit better. Why? Because that's the goal. All right, guys, have a positive night. I appreciate you clicking the thumbs up button. Thank you for everyone who super chatted. We came close. We came close to $100 million. We didn't quite make it. So what I can tell you is I will be not swimming in a pot of gold tomorrow, but I will be broadcasting live from my swamp-ass seat, Jeep Renegade seat with no underwear on. Apathy. Nope, I'm staying single. Good job. So much more productive. All about self-care. Well, damn it. Apathy, you're a woman after my own heart. Tara, I love you. Backwoods, I love you, brother. Jennifer, bye. Maya, haha. I got married at 19. How'd that end? Lasted 2 years, total disaster. The second time I got married was 22. Oh my God, total disaster. At this point, I'm just looking at masturbating a sock. Good job. Apathy, good night. Marin, next time, I love you, Marin. Stay positive. Join with Jordan. Close to 100 million. Try again tomorrow. I appreciate the effort, guys. I love you. Let's stay